So the Democrat Party is holding a big rally on the 23rd of June.
This Thursday.
Yes, a week before election at Ratchaprasong intersection, right in the area of action. What do you think is the thinking behind it?
Absolutely, they are throwing the caution to the winds, so to speak. I never expected this strategy before, but it's understandable.
Why do you think they have to take this drastic measure?
They must have looked at all the opinion polls and have seen that they have to do something. This is a Hail Marys kind of strategy for the Democrat Party.
Because the slide in the opinion polls is just
the popularity is so big, it's so large that they have to do something about it. They have nothing to lose.
But on the same day, the Pheu Thai Party has said they will come up with the National Reconciliation Scheme. So it would be sort of two extremes.
Yes.
One is reconciliation. The other is going all out for the confrontation that you burn down the city. Why should people elect you? Why Pheu Thai, who has denied all this burning accusation, is coming up with a very sort of compromising attitude.
Well, but if we think about it, Kun Abhisit can say on that day that we have been through this before.
Yep.
During the red shirt protest, at the height of the red shirt protest at La Pasong, the Abhisit government was proposing something reconciliatory.
Yes.
They proposed like a 7-step or 5-step measure to achieve peace for Thailand.
Yes.
And Kun Abhisit can say on that day that, you see, we did this. We did the very same thing before concerning Ratchaprasong. So I am not going to be worried about that much. I'm worried about the possibility of confrontation between the Democrat Party and the Red Shirts more.
At the intersection on that day?
On that day.
Because
it's like the area is like a shrine for the Red Shirt people. They gather there for many weeks, and the people were killed there. And they have been gathering in the same area every month ever since. So it's like a place to sacre, to worship. As far as
it's very symbolic for them.
Very symbolic for them.
But Abhisit says that no one can monopolize a specific location. So Ratchaprasong is for everybody. It's public space. So it is deliberate. Yes. It is a deliberate move by the Democrats to sort of stir up emotion among perhaps the undecided voters.
Yes, that's what I think. They don't want to sway other groups of people who already have made up their mind on this election. I think the target of the Democrat Party is to sway the undecided voters.
Is this for the Bangkok people, or is this a nationwide sort of campaign?
I still believe that it is aimed at the Bangkok people. And if you take these latest opinion polls into account, it's very worrisome for the Democrat Party.
Why? Because of the 33 seats, how many would they get?
The latest we heard is that the Pheu Thai is going to win as many as 26 seats.
26 out of 33.
Out of 33. So they may have taken a look at those polls and decided to do something about it.
So the gloves are off, and it's going to be a real fist fight.
Right. I don't think this is for the provincial people. This is for the Bangkok. This is to remind the Bangkok people of what did happen last year.
Is it also because Kun Yingluck has refused to debate Kun Abhisit in any of the forum?
That could be another reason also. They don't know what to do with Kun Yingluck. She just doesn't respond to any kind of provocation.
She doesn't have to, because if you are on the winning side, if the polls show you so good, then you do not have to get involved in any fisticuffs or any exchange of blows.
Right, exactly. And I still believe that the Pheu Thai Party doesn't have to be worried much about this Thursday. So I'm worried about the possibility of the crash or a confrontation at least between the red shirt and the Democrat people.
But in a way, are the Democrats really looking for a confrontation? Are they trying to sort of provoke some of the red shirts to do something that could sway people's opinion in the last 10 days before election?
I think they want to provoke emotions.
But not necessarily the red shirts reaction.
To remind the people who still maybe have forgotten really how it felt in May or April last year. They want to do that just to maybe to turn things around. I'm not sure whether that's going to work for them. It's very risky.
It is a risky gamble for the Democrats who have resorted to this last-ditch effort to regain its popularity in the election on July 3rd. But whether it will work or not would depend a lot on how people perceive this attempt to go all out to accuse Pheu Thai Party of burning the city. The Pheu Thai Party has denied it, but the Democrats keep on harping on the issue. We shall see whether the voters think the Democrats are doing the right thing or not.